Hey everyone, it's Selfstar, welcome back. Today I'm going to be telling you guys the results of my 1 month drawing for an hour every day challenge that I tried out. So yeah, I finally finished. It's been a whole month. Actually, it's been a month and a day because I actually gave myself 1 extra day to make a drawing because I just wanted to. So I'm going to show you guys all the drawings that I made during the month, and I'm also going to just talk about like how I think or how I feel about this whole challenge, I guess. But yeah, overall it was pretty fun and I'm super glad that I did it because it just, forced me to draw, which I'm honestly happy about because I just really gave myself the freedom to just draw what I want to draw. Not really worry about like making it super like studying and practice. Like it was honestly just to kind of get back into the habit and to have fun, draw my characters that I haven't drawn in like forever. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. Also, I have Pusheen here with me. Say hello to my Pusheen. But yeah, she's gonna be sitting here, like right here. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys all the drawings. I made a total of 17 this month. Technically, I made I think like I made 20 because I have 3 commissions that I did during the month, but I'm not going to show the commissions because yeah, but those took up a lot of my time. So yeah, I probably would have been getting a lot more drawings out if I wasn't working on commissions, but oh well. So anyways, I'm going to show you guys the art. Let's go. So this is the first thing that I drew, and this is my character Maverick. I'm gonna just tell you guys about all the different art pieces because they're all of my OCs. So if you want to like learn a little bit more about my OCs, this will be a good chance to. But yeah, I'm just gonna be rambling basically, so hope you don't mind. So yeah, here's Maverick, and he is one of my really awesome OCs who he's a very nice guy, and he works for an organization called Starline, and he's usually a very cheerful, energetic type of outgoing dude, but I wanted to draw him in a more serious setting because I'm always drawing him with like a big grin on his face, and I just wanted to like draw him in a more serious like environment. So yeah, this is him like at some sort of Starline ceremony, so it's very like official, and you have to be very serious, so yeah. Very simple to start to the challenge, just a little portrait, but I really like how it turned out. Up next, this is Papaya. So I recently redesigned Papaya, but I actually redesigned her again after this one because I don't know, just something about this design wasn't fully clicking with me. So this is actually a drawing that I was working on during my first ever live stream on this channel, which I haven't been live streaming lately. I just haven't had the time really, but I will try to live stream again for you guys soon because it was really fun. Yeah. But this was my little sketch of her, and I didn't even finish the top one. I didn't color it, but yeah, it's just Papaya. Very simple drawing. Honestly, I don't really like how the composition of this looks, but it was just a sketch, so whatever. But yeah, I redesigned her again after this, so you'll see her one more time at the end. Okay, so this is Z, and this is another one of my characters. He's not as much of a good character as like Maverick is. He's on kind of like the enemy side of Starline, and he is just shooting a gun. Yeah, being cool. He's a cool guy, right? Not a great guy, but he's a cool guy. So yeah, I always struggle with like his hairstyle for some reason. I'm always like changing it. Like he's gone through so many hairstyle iterations, I don't know why. But I really like this one. I think honestly, I just like his little crew cut. I think it's cute. And yeah, I like how this drawing came out. I think it's pretty cool. Just very like, a lot of these drawings are very sketchy and not like super finished because although I was trying to draw like an hour every day, I usually draw like over an hour, but like then again, I don't really have that much time to just sit down and make full illustrations. So there's not that many in this. Most of them are just kind of just like colored sketches really. But yeah, so next, this is Toshiro. He's another one of my characters, probably like genuinely my most evil character ever. I don't know if you can tell just by looking at this drawing, but yeah, he's a pretty bad character. But actually those 3 guys that I just showed you, Toshiro, Z, and Maverick, they were all recommended for me to draw by my friends. So yeah, all the little hot guys are being recommended, so I wanted to draw him looking really like, kind of cool, So don't mind the lack of shirt. There will be more of that later on. Just saying. But yeah, actually, I really love how this turned out. I really like the colors, and I really like how I kind of like combined a bit of yellow with the red, which is like a color palette I would never really think of using, red and yellow. But I think I pulled it off pretty well here just because of the like saturation contrast. Like the yellow is very, very desaturated compared to the red, which makes the red stand out so much. And I did like a top-down, like top lighting for him. I really like how this came out. Like, I'm really, really happy with it, honestly, and I think he looks really cool. So yeah, that's Toshiro. Very, very bad man. Stay away from him, guys. Okay, so this is a very silly drawing. But this is my character Eden and Marina next to him. So Marina and Eden are both into fashion in a bit of like a different way, as you can probably tell. But yeah, Marina and Eden are friends, and Marina was like, hey Eden, why don't you try on this little bow clip? And Eden was like, okay, I guess. So yeah, this one I honestly rushed pretty, like I rushed this drawing because I just like, two characters, I was not really up for drawing two full characters, so I tried my best, but it's a little bit rushed, but I think it's cute. Because we got some character interaction. And this one, okay, so this is actually one of the more like finished illustrations, more or less. And this is Peyton, my character, and I am super happy with how this came out. I also tried to do that top-down lighting kind of thing that I did on the Toshiro drawing, so yeah, I really like how this turned out. I think it's super cute. I like kind of redesigned her like hair in this drawing because I used like a reference and I thought it was so cute. So I kind of used that reference as like my inspiration for her new hairstyle. And the little glasses, I love those little glasses in the bow, so I'm totally gonna keep that as like a part of her design now. But yeah, super cute. I like the background because it's like completely grayscale pretty much, and Peyton's actually like super pink, so it's a pretty cool little visual element there. So then up next, this is Fabian, another one of my characters that was recommended for me to draw, and I just did a very quick portrait of him. This one's honestly really messy, and I like how it turned out. I think he looks pretty good, but I just think it's kind of boring, you know? It's not the most interesting drawing, but I like how he looks. I think he looks pretty cool. So yeah, up next, you might recognize this from my OC character design tips video that I posted, and this is my character Einar, who I was recently developing. He's a new OC of mine, so yeah, I made a little concept sketch sheet for him. So this is just the little sketches I made, and oh, sorry, my mouse cursor was in the middle of the drawing, whoopsies. So yeah, you'll see his finished artwork in a moment, but up next we actually have this piece. This is actually, so I made a blog post about this piece and two others that I'll link down below if you want to read about it. But this is actually like, I was trying to draw some cyberpunk landscapes and just trying to like practice my environment art because it's something that I just never really do, but I really want to. So I decided, just because I'm honestly, the reason I don't draw landscapes that much or any type of environment art is because I'm just really like, I don't like the process of drawing it because it's so rigid, because you got to get all the perspective right and stuff like that. And a lot of it involves like straight lines, which I can't be bothered to draw all that, you know? Whipping out the ruler for art is not my thing. So what I tried to do was do a bit of like an impressionism style. So I was really like loose with my brush strokes and not focusing on all the details, but just trying to get the overall composition to look pretty interesting. And this was my first attempt. I think it looks okay, but I think my other two attempts are way better. What I do really like about this piece though is like this little area right here. I don't know why. I think it's just because it has like this really cool like color here with the blue. I don't know. I just like this like right here for some reason. But yeah, this involved a lot of photo bashing. Like I was just pasting like little lights from buildings into this so you can see that in the details. But yeah, so this is Einar, his full piece, and I love how this drawing looks. I'm not going to talk about it too much here because I already talked about it extensively in my last video where he's actually in the thumbnail, so you'll definitely recognize it. But yeah, I really like this piece. I love the colors. I was trying out something new with that like greenish yellow, and I really like how the like text kind of warps around him, like the console type of text. Really cool. and I just love it. I think he looks great, so super happy with this one. Okay, so this is my second attempt at those cyberpunk landscapes, and I really like this one. I like it a lot more than my first attempt because I think it's a little bit more clear like what you're looking at, but at the same time I think the composition is a little bit boring because it's kind of just like a straight on shot of the skyline. But I did include like a foreground, middle ground, background, so I think, you know, there we go. I did the landscape thing. I did the But yeah, anyway, I think it's visually interesting. Just could be a little bit better in terms of like more interesting perspective. But yeah, super cool. Okay, so up next is this little sketch of my character Mercedes, who I was recently redesigning. And oh my gosh, I hate this one. I was really struggling with her new design, and I was just like trying to play around with the sketches here and just trying to sketch out her like hairstyle and her new face because I was adding a bunch of like details onto her face, and I don't know what was up with me today. Like in this day I couldn't draw, like it just didn't turn out very good. I like this last one over here where I kind of added some, you know, shading, but yeah, I'm not super happy with this. I don't think it really looks like her. But I did draw her again the next day, and this is much better in my opinion. This one actually looks like Mercedes to me. Like before, I think this one's just like her face is all messed up, you know, like I don't know what was going on here. But this one, I really love how this came out. So yeah, like her face looks really pretty, and I love her like little cyberware details and her little tattoo. I gave her some like little star elements, which I thought was pretty cool. And her hair, I love the hair. I don't have any like characters with this kind of like side shave hairstyle, so I really like how this one came out. And the like, you know, the little gradient here with the pink and blue. I was originally going to do this pink and blue gradient, but then I almost decided to do like a brown to pink gradient. So I'm pretty glad that I chose to do it this way because I just think it looks really cute. And yeah, so I'm gonna be drawing her more later because I really want to explore kind of this like a magic cyberpunk vibe that I'm going with her, because she is like into kind of the more like spiritual, I guess like witchy stuff, I would say. And of course she's also a very much like a cyberpunk character of mine, so yeah, I know I have a lot of those. I'm sorry, but yeah, so trying to explore that with her. I think she looks really awesome, so hopefully I'll get to draw her again later. But yeah, so this is my last drawing in the little cyberpunk landscape collection. And this one, I love how it came out. I really like this one. It has a nice perspective. It has some cool visual elements like the text and this little like part in the corner here. I did heavily reference this drawing by Max Hay, who is an awesome 3D artist. And yeah, so I used that for kind of like helping me with the perspective and stuff and kind of the overall composition, but I tried to make it my own. So yeah, I really love how this turned out. I think it's super cool. And I also like added this little effect with all the black here. It has like this little star overlay onto it, which I think looks really cool. So yeah, I was trying to just be like really just kind of having fun with this one and being playful, trying out some new like visual elements, like this little beam here. This was so random. I just put this in at the end, right at the end of the drawing, and I really like how it turned out. So yeah, pretty awesome. And next is Papaya. This is the new Papaya design. So I have like, dude, this character, I think she's gone through the most redesigns out of all my OCs. I don't know what it is about her, but I've just struggled. I've struggled with getting her visual design right. Like her personality has basically stayed the same, like all other parts of her character, but I just like, I can't I can't figure out her visual design. But I think I really, really like this one. Like when I finally got all the colors right with this one, I was like, oh my gosh, this is the one. I love it. So her original design actually had this like bluish skin tone that was pretty similar to what this one is, but just like a little bit darker. I was trying to go with the darker skin tone for her, but honestly, I just don't think it really works with her. Like I feel like she just looks a little bit better with one, like a colored skin tone, because she is a hyacinth, which typically hyacinths, they have like colored skin as in like blue or pink, purple hues. But I also think like just having it a bit lighter really helped kind of keep her design cohesive. This one took me so many iterations, like oh my god, I was struggling. This took me like 2 whole days. But I really, really like how this came out. And I love that she has pink hair now, like that is just so cute. So yeah, pink and teal, and I really love it. Like I think she looks so cool, yay. So yeah, and the final one, this is my final drawing. This is Victor, and he is a cool guy. He's a cool guy, not a bad guy. He's actually in my OC band, the Dreamwalkers, if you guys know. I've probably like talked about them at least 100 times by now. But yeah, so he is the third member of the group, and I think he's so freaking awesome. I really gotta make a video about him one day because I think he's such a cool character with a bit of like a tragic backstory. But I think he's awesome, and yeah, I just wanted to draw him being like looking up, all confident like, and I gave him like a cool little tank top, and you could really see like his cybernetic prosthetic arm and his cool little neck tattoo. So yeah, awesome Victor, love him. I was originally going to give him some like cybernetic horns because he used to have horns, but something happened to them. But yeah, so that is the last piece. Overall, I really enjoyed this challenge. I thought it was just like, I have been like, you know, for most of my life, ever since I started to draw, I've been drawing pretty much like every day because I was like, you know, younger and I had a lot of free time. And I think that really helped me grow like as an artist and just improve, because even though I'm not like actively practicing all the time, just like drawing consistently and drawing a lot of different things, it really helps. Like you don't have to practice to get better. Like it will help you a lot quicker, obviously, if you do proper practice and studies. But I feel like, you know, if you just force yourself to only study, it's gonna get really, really frustrating and boring, and it might burn you out, which is something that I really, really do. Like I'm mindful of that because I just do not want to be burnt out with my art. I don't think I've really ever experienced a serious burnout with my art, which I'm super, super thankful for, because that would suck, knock on wood. But yeah, I think the most like important thing for that is to just like have fun while you're drawing. Draw things that you actually enjoy drawing. Like even when I am studying different like things, I'm usually drawing my OCs while I'm studying it so that it makes it a little bit more like, you know, fun and personal for me. And yeah, so like now that I'm a bit older, obviously I have a lot more responsibilities and a lot less free time to just have fun and draw, but I really, really enjoyed this challenge because it gave me just like, you get 1 hour to make some art, which honestly when you're drawing isn't a lot of time anyway, because art usually takes a really long time, which is why a lot of these pieces were not very like complete, because I didn't want to just focus on like one piece for a whole week, because then I wouldn't have as much to show, you know what I mean? On top of the fact that I already was doing 3 commissions, and those were of course finished pieces. That took a lot of time. But yeah, I was still trying to draw on top of all that and just try to like not focus on one thing for too long, because I also feel like a really important thing in terms of like improving is to not not focus on one drawing for too much time, because honestly, like I know how nice it is to have a fully finished piece that you really worked so hard on and you put in all the little details and it's like really, really finished and complete. Those are great. When that's like the only thing you ever draw, it's really slow to actually like improve because you're working on one piece for so long. And with that time, if you just kind of called it quits like at least like halfway through, you can put out so much more artwork, which gives you the opportunity to practice fundamentals so many more times. Because every time I make a new drawing, of course I'm gonna have to lay down the fundamentals, you know, draw the face, draw the anatomy, find different poses, try new things, and all of these things build up that skill, that fundamental skill. Not just focusing on the little details and rendering, which is important to know how to make full illustrations, but I also think there's kind of like a balance in that where you should, you know, strive for both, especially if you want to improve. So yeah, that's what I try to do. Like, honestly, a lot of my pieces are not fully finished. I don't put like my full 100% effort into them just because I feel like it's not always necessary. I do love making full illustrations, and if that's something that you prefer to do, then of course go for it. This is just kind of like my little advice in case you want some help. But you don't have to do it if you don't want to. Like, it's completely just whatever makes you enjoy art is what you should be doing at the end of the day. especially if your main goal is to just have fun, which for me it definitely is. Like, of course I want to improve, but I think there's kind of like, you have to find a balance, because if you're only focusing on improving, then you're definitely going to burn out, because honestly, I don't know about you guys, but practicing art is not the most fun thing in the world. I really don't enjoy it all that much, unless I'm practicing something that I inherently enjoy. But yeah, anyways, besides that, just random side tangents aside, I really love this challenge. I really am glad that I was able to do it, and I don't think I missed a single day, which is, I'm really happy about that. And I did draw over an hour for most of those days because I just kind of had the time, you know. Once I was there, I was just like, okay, I might as well just draw. Like, I might as well just draw for 2 hours, you know, or more than that, you know. It like, once you take that first initial step, you just kind of get into the zone, and that's great. So yeah, just like that little push was really helpful and really nice. And one of the main things that I really enjoyed about this challenge, besides just like getting into that habit again and being consistent, which felt great, was also the fact that I was able to draw so many of my OCs that I haven't drawn in so long. Oh my gosh. Like, I cannot even tell you the last time I drew Toshiro before that drawing, or Maverick, or Victor. Like, dude, it's just been so long. I really tried to focus on OCs that I haven't drawn in a long time, just kind of to give them another, you know, like, another shot at the spotlight, I guess, or whatever. I just love my characters so much, and whenever I draw them, I get super happy. So yeah, this drawing was great. So now I have some more art of them, which I can show, and they're like newer, of course, so I'm more proud of them. And yeah, I really love it. And I also took this opportunity to redesign some of my characters, like Mercedes and Papaya, and another one, which actually one of the drawings I had to, oh wait, one of these drawings, hold on. Okay, if you are still watching the video, I'm gonna show you another little like bonus drawing, because one of the drawings in my collection I had to not show because it was unfinished. Like, it's for a project that I'm not ready to like share yet, if you know what I mean. So technically I only showed like 16 pieces, but I actually forgot to include one of my drawings into the folder, so there is another piece. This is the one that I mentioned about Maverick. So this was my friend wanted me to draw Maverick again, so I decided to draw him, you know. This is probably the most spicy thing I have drawn like in so long. But basically, I actually tried to practice a little bit of like a perspective here, because I never really draw faces from this angle, and it's because they're so hard to draw, man. So I was really struggling with that. Honestly, I don't love how this piece came out, but honestly, also at the same time, I wasn't really trying like that hard. But at the same time, I think it turned out pretty okay. I think he looks really cute. What do you guys think? Anyway, yeah, so this was a little treat for one of my friends, and I guess for you guys too, if you wanted to see Maverick without a shirt on. Anyway, so little bonus drawing for sticking around. Thank you for sticking around for the video. But anyways, yeah, so what was I saying? I don't remember if I lost my train of thought there or not, but yeah, I'm glad that I got to draw so many of my OCs and redesign some of them. Yeah, so like another one of my, okay, yeah, this is what I was gonna say. Like, what the drawing that I didn't show was a redesign that I was working on that is not ready yet, so I will update you guys on that later. But yeah, so really happy with this challenge. I would recommend giving it a shot if you think you can handle it. Of course, it is a little bit of dedication because you have to put in like a whole hour every day for a whole month just to draw. But I managed to do it, honestly, which I'm surprised, because I mean, it was a pretty big commitment, but I think what really helped was just drawing what I wanted, you know? I didn't really force myself to do any sort of practice, which I still did, like especially with that environment stuff. But yeah, anyways, I think that's all I had to say for this. So if you want to give this challenge a go, totally awesome. Let me know how it goes for you. And if you ever tried something similar to this, I'd love to hear your experiences in the comments. I think I will try to just keep up my habit of drawing every day. Maybe not like a whole hour every day, because now I won't have the full pressure of like making a full piece and making it look nice for the video. So I can kind of just like, you know, not have every drawing look perfect. Not that I was, you know, not that I had that pressure in the first place, but anyway, yeah, so I definitely want to try to upkeep this habit as much as I can because I love art, obviously. But yeah, guys, I think that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed my little insights and all the artworks that I made during this month. Yay! Also, Pusheen says thank you for sticking around, and she also says to leave a like on the video. Sorry. But yeah, if you guys would like to see more content in the future, be sure to leave this video a like. And I also have my memberships open now. If you don't know, it's just, I think, like $1 a month. You can get access to custom emotes and badges, and sometimes videos early. But yeah, no pressure at all. Just wanted to mention it in case you wanted to support my channel. But yeah, anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you all next time. Peace!